Yeah, what up everybody, it's NYEmperorX, aka Anonix, or you could just call me X, but it's your boy. Yeah, your boy. And this dusty motherfucker right here is...
a simple man of simple pleasures, otherwise known as a Moose King, but that's just me. And guys, let me fucking tell you about my boy Trunks.
Oh, shit.
Let me tell you how they fucked, and I mean fucked, my boy Trunks. They fucked this man.
Yo, my guy was looking fly as fuck,
This dude was fly as hell. He had fucking ripped little beautiful fucking built motherfucker like hyperbolic time chamber ass muscular bitch, right? This motherfucker walked up into his future, primed, ready, fucked up everybody's shit. Android 17, good fucking bye. Android 18, you watched him die, good fucking bye. The fucking cell that was going after the fucking the time travel device, fuck you too. This dude did not give no shits, and he fucked your shit up. And now he's the leader of the Time Patrol, and everybody hates him.
Whoa.
Let me rephrase that. I fucking hate what they did to this poor boy! This poor suffering child who watched his best friend fucking die, and it caused him to turn Super Saiyan from the pain alone.
I just realized.
Not the death of his father, not the death of the hero of the world. His fucking best friend dies. He goes Super Saiyan in the greatest goddamn way possible, and now he's a Time Patroller.
That's not his... That wasn't his friend.
That was technically...
his girlfriend, kind of?
Who? Gohan?
May?
No, I don't... No, I'm not talking about May. I'm talking original Future Trunks.
But yeah.
The first time Future Trunks. I'm not talking about the one that, you know, was
okay,
all that.
Yeah, well, that was pretty cool. But...
oh yeah, did you know that's a new thing now? You can bring your other characters with you into fights? Like if you make more than one character.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like,
yeah.
What the hell's a Moozilla? I thought we were playing this Pepe Lone Star game. You know,
we are, and now the Moozilla has joined us in combat.
Son of a...
For those of you who don't know, Moozilla is actually my separate character I made, because I like the Frieza characters in this game. So I made another Frieza character.
He's a traitor to the same race.
I made a Frieza character in the first game, and he said the exact same fucking thing. But he's just mad because my combos were so good.
No, they're not.
Fucking
my combos were better. You know it's true.
I will let the man live in his bliss. But let me tell you about Trunks! Hold up!
No,
I ain't done! No, they sent this man to be a fucking time patroller, right? This is after the bullshit, technically, of Super, right? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong, right? This is after the bullshit with Super. This man did not get a new goddamn form. This man got, I am now very mad because my mommy and daddy are fighting, and my daddy's energy is leaked off into me, and now I can do great things. No! That is not how you give the greatest goddamn possible Saiyan who didn't turn bitch mode like Gohan.
Whoa.
This man will own Gohan.
Pump your brakes.
No, there's no brakes. No brakes on this train.
How dare you say that he was possibly the greatest Saiyan?
He was!
I disagree.
He could have been.
No,
he really could have been. He had all the potential that Gohan had and was not a bitch.
Yeah, and Future Gohan wasn't either.
He wasn't. He fucking wasn't, but Future Gohan had one thing not going for him. He didn't have a good trainer, so it's like his power kind of...
Yeah, exactly, which made him even more gangster because he was self-made.
Yeah, but that's why he wasn't as powerful as he could have been. That's why he never technically unlocked his latent ability.
No, that's not a fair statement because even with Trunks having that trainer, he couldn't beat the androids, could
he? Beat them
when
he came back.
After he came back in time and had the whole group.
That's my point!
No, but you're forgetting something. He had more time training as an older person than Gohan did as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I want to hear that greatest Saiyan of all time bullshit. Because
he could have been the greatest goddamn Saiyan of all time. Yes, yes he could have. He had all the latent potential that Gohan had. Yes, he fucking did.
No, because Gohan had a higher what you call it?
What do you call it?
According to Super, the way they put it now, S-Subs. He could have unlocked Super Saiyan 2 way before Trunks could have, and whooped Trunks' ass.
But.
And notice, all it took him was a nice little... And Trunks has a habit of getting knocked out by little... Because he got knocked out twice.
They turned the man into a bitch! They turned the man into a bitch! Look, they fucking gave him an L straight up in the Cell fight, too. When Cell came back, he's like, hi, I'm back, motherfuckers. Oh yeah, Trunks is dead.
Yeah, I killed him.
You know what I mean? Man, they fucked over... they fucked over poor Vegeta. Vegeta's like, my son is dead. My son is dead. Can I go Super Saiyan 2, please? No, this is Gohan Saga. Bitch, please! Y'all don't kill my fucking son and throw that bullshit at me.
By the way, Did you know that the Cell Saga, the reason why he had so many forms and he kept changing the way he did?
Oh, I know.
Was because of his editor?
Yep.
Akira Toriyama's editor.
Yep.
Kept on okay, change him again.
Yep.
Change him again.
Give him change him again. Yeah, I remember that shit.
We need another one.
We need another one.
Yep. And the funny part is he didn't like the original androids, which was 19 and 20.
Yep.
So he made him create another pair of androids.
And then even then when Toriyama's like, yeah, these are going to be the big bad guys of the saga, the editor's like, no, we need somebody else. And he's like, all right, I've got Cell. No, he needs to be better than that. Okay, here's another form. No, come on, you can do better than that. Okay, here's another one.
All right,
but like, how powerful is he?
But let's bust the freeze up.
Right, yeah, right?
Let's make him have that his perfect form, but then we can get him super bulky.
Right.
And then back to normal form. And only then you can maybe pass the torch from Goku to Gohan.
Oh my God! Right?
This poor man, he had it planned out. It would have been the first series of its kind if you really think about it.
Oh yeah.
Father's the first show. The second show is father. Then it passed the torch to son.
Torch, yeah.
Maybe the second show or the third show would have been Gohan's show.
Yeah, and it should have been.
It would have been a good passing the torch shot.
Absolutely.
Nope. Yu-Gi-Oh ended up being the first one, and it failed horribly because it was a fucking card game show that kept going on for no fucking reason. And let's be honest, barely anybody kept up with it.
After the initial series, yeah. After I'd say Kaiba City was probably after that, like.
The Merrick Saga was the best saga.
You know?
The Merrick Saga really was the best saga.
To be honest, I never saw the Merrick Saga all the way through.
What?
I only saw Pegasus all the way through, and then, like, the whole Kaiba City thing and whatnot, I caught bits and pieces.
Kaiba City was the best one, man. After Kaiba City, it started getting weird.
Oh, yeah? They are.
Their consciousness or whatever got put into a computer or something.
What?
And Kaiba's dead adopted father ended up being alive in that computer.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, can we run that back? What?
Yeah. And then, to top things off on all of that, Kaiba had another brother.
I'm sorry, so the one little brother wasn't enough all of a sudden?
Apparently there was another one.
Apparently.
But not by blood, I think by adoption also.
Oh, Jesus.
But, you know, the other Kaiba was his blood brother. But
right.
The what I'm talking about wasn't.
Right.
That's where Exodia Necros came from. That's where all that.
There's an Exodia Necros?
Yeah, it's literally Exodia, but black.
That's fucking gay.
He's all black.
That is so goddamn stupid. Why?
Then
does he work at least the same as regular Exodia?
Then there was 3 legendary type dragon cards in there.
Okay. No, that happens.
So you know, of course Yugi got one, Kaiba got one, and I think Joey got one.
Of course he did. Because we gotta keep Joey relevant. Everybody loves that Jersey boy.
Well, the guy was from Jersey, I swear to God he was.
Look, let me tell you something. There's one thing, if there's one thing that was good about Yu-Gi-Oh! That I feel bad because it never took off the way it should have, was the Dice Monsters.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me that wasn't such a cool fucking idea.
It was a cool idea, but to be honest, I preferred the cards.
But that's the thing, like, with the dice specifically, you have this extra layer of, you know, of tactileness now. You know, because like I played the one on the Game Boy Advance, for instance, right? I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah, no.
And not only did you have certain cards that were dedicated to certain patterns, right? But they still had their stats like they did in the card game. They had their effects and everything. But now you had to utilize them to get across the board while setting up. Well, it's like a game of chess. You had to set up a regime essentially next to your home base so they couldn't hit you, while also moving forward so you could actually move your pieces to get across the board to get to your opponent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you had certain ones that had particular patterns that came out when they rolled out of their dice.
I remember.
And then some that had dedicated patterns.
Yeah, no.
And then there was even ones that allowed you to do 2 or 3 patterns.
I definitely remember that. The Dungeon Dice Monsters was pretty good.
But that's my thing. Like, I personally like it better as a concept, as far as moving the game itself forward. I still like the original game with the cards and whatnot, and it's plenty complicated on its own.
If you ask me personally, they should have stopped Yu-Gi-Oh! when the Millennium Puzzle stopped being involved in it.
Wait, when did the Millennium Puzzle stop being involved?
When we found out, they went kind of time travel.
What?
They had the Millennium Saga, and the Millennium Saga
right.
went where they went in the past, Yugi finally went to that tablet thing where that they had him in time.
Yeah.
They went in time and
finally got an explanation on that.
We even got the explanation of who that dark soul was inside Bakura's ring.
But why?
And check this out. His name was Bakura also.
Of course he was.
And he was the
My Kamehameha got stopped by a tree!
And he was
That's the name of the episode.
He was a king of thieves.
Jesus Christ.
You know, so he was like a grave robber stealing everything.
Right.
And so, I mean, it was an interesting saga nonetheless. I mean, if I had to say anything, my favorite sagas, of course, would be Kaiba City #1.
Right.
And it's number 2 is between Pegasus and Millennium. You get me? But anyways, what I was saying was about that was that how you know that was honestly one of the best series that I was seeing with that. We got to see how the Dark Magician was made.
How it was made?
Well, yeah, kind of, because like he Yugi or Yami.
Right. I remember Yami. Yeah.
Yami had back then you didn't play with cards. You played with stone slabs.
Oh right, I remember that. I remember because we got little clips of that.
So
I remember.
So you know, it was actually one. I think. Don't quote me on this, guys.
Man, that was good. Did you see that fucking combo?
No, because I was too busy talking.
Oh. No, go ahead. I'm listening.
But I will rewatch it.
Yeah.
But the don't quote me on this, guys, because I don't remember perfectly. But I believe it had to do with one of his people dying, and his soul like transferred with the Dark Magician slab. So the person who was the Dark Magician was one of Yami's friends.
Okay, which is why Yugi and Yami are using Dark Magician.
Now the Blue Eyes White Dragon was actually a girl.
Okay.
And her spirit monster was the Blue Eyes White Dragon. She was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl.
Of course she was.
And I think she got sacrificed or some shit. I don't remember.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Mind you, I read this. I didn't get to
you went manga on this? Look at that. Look at that. Ah!
I read it. You feel me? That's also you know Slifer's name wasn't supposed to be Slifer.
What was it?
Osiris. The Egyptian god Osiris.
The Egyptian god Osiris.
Yeah. The same thing with Winged Dragon of Ra was supposed to be like the embodiment of Ra.
Okay. Makes sense.
Osiris was Slifer, and I forgot what Obelisk was supposed to be, but I guess it was like an embodiment of a pharaoh, but that makes no sense to me, because remember his original design? You remember that small cross-looking thing he had on top?
No, actually I don't.
Well, his face, you remember how he had horns? And then he had like this knife-looking or spear-looking thing on his head?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
that spear thing is actually supposed to break out a little more and give him like a pharaoh-like look.
Okay. I think I remember that when they did it, because when they did the revised version of Obelisk, you see it.
Yes, and that's the Millennium version.
Ah, okay.
So that's the original form of Obelisk.
Right.
You get me? But my thing is that looked cooler, don't get me wrong, but I just don't know who Obelisk was supposed to represent, because I'm guessing it's supposed to represent the Pharaoh, but you kind of did that with Exodia.
Right, yeah, exactly. That was supposed to be the whole thing.
So who is, Obelisk based on?
Right.
But whatever. That's me going on a Yu-Gi-Oh tangent.
Right. Yeah, no.
But
Wait, this whole thing is a goddamn tangent.
But
we started on Trunks.
Yeah, no.
And I didn't even get to finish my rage.
No. But
I will go into a frenzied rage.
I'm gonna allow you to continue. Hey, no, wait.
We'll get back. We'll get around to it.
I'm gonna have my Kanye moment. Hold on. Hey. It's really cool about you talking to Trunks and all that. But let me say this about Yu-Gi-Oh. No. But honestly. My biggest problem with the whole future Trunks arc, I agree. He ended up,
Well, no, finish your Yu-Gi-Oh thing. We'll go back into Trunks in a minute. There's no rush.
Okay, so the Yu-Gi-Oh thing then?
Yeah.
All right. So the Yu-Gi-Oh thing was more about how the sagas were, and then we had a whole bunch of fluff in the middle.
Yes.
That wasn't necessary. You get me?
It's true.
It was completely unnecessary. We didn't need none of it.
It's true.
And it turned to one of those issues that you kind of sit there and you're watching the show and you're like, where's this going?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like where the fuck is this going?
Right.
Like you're just adding subplots on subplots.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. It's the ultimate filler.
Can we get to the fucking tournament already?
Right.
And that's what happened. Kaiba City had its thing. Then we got to the semifinals, and right before the finals, we had that whole subplot that turned to its own saga, and then we got the finals.
Jesus.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, granted, Yu-Gi-Oh has that bad habit of like DBZ style filler.
Yeah,
like where it's like, welcome back to the beginning of the match. We're going to show you the first 5 minutes of the episode is the last 5 minutes of the last episode.
So now I remember. To go back to the original thing I was trying to say was, I feel like instead of Yu-Gi-Oh having all those extra shows where it turned to like Yu-Gi-Oh 5
DX 5 square,
Yu-Gi-Oh 5 whatever. Instead of doing all that, I think we got introduced to Dungeon Dice Monster.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice we finished Yu-Gi-Oh with the Millennium Puzzle, that whole saga, because that was the point of the show.
Yeah.
So
that's literally was in the opening. Was what it was all about, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So you get rid of that. I mean, it's called Yu-Gi-Oh. How do you have a show called Yu-Gi-Oh, but nobody in the show is named Yugi after?
Right.
The show Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right.
You know what I mean? It makes no sense.
Right.
So
it's trademarked.
I feel like they would have benefited better if they kept Yu-Gi-Oh the way it was and then made Dungeon Dice Monster.
Like, make its own spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, better than Yu-Gi-Oh GX.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh,
you remember the one where they were riding on the bikes?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna race you and play card games!
Man! I was gonna ask you about that. Like, what the fuck
I never
going
watched
on there?
To be honest, that's as far as my knowledge goes.
That is where you drew the goddamn line.
I never watched it. Like to be honest, I was kind of like you. After Kaiba City, I stopped watching the show.
Yeah.
But then I said, you know what? Fuck all this filler. I'll read it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the joy of manga. You don't fucking have to wait as long.
It completely left the Kaiba City arc, and it was already getting to the Millennium arc. And I was just like, all right, I'll read this shit. And I started reading it. And Kaiba, not Kaiba, Bakura had, he had a card, or not a card, a stone slab or whatever, of an evil entity called Zork, and it was able to compete with the Egyptian gods.
Of course it was, because they have to have something to break the almighty ultimate gods, the same way they had to break Exodia.
Yeah, but then,
you know what I mean?
But then they created the almighty card that beats them all.
Yeah, the god of the gods, yeah.
Yeah, and that was Harakati.
And then we use Black Hole and everything's dead.
Nope.
No, seriously, Black Hole destroys all monsters on field.
Yes, but not with that card.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
No, because once that card it's the essential new Exodia. Once that card is even activated or even on the field.
Yeah, no, you win.
You win on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Black Hole ain't taking shit out. Like, you can try Black Hole,
right?
No, nigga, I won. That's it.
Right.
That's it. Look,
you don't get a turn.
I won. Trap card, I won.
Listen, I won. Listen to my words.
The unfortunate part is we never got a.
Whoa! Did you see his hair?
Yeah. We never got an official card for Harakati in America.
That's true. I remember we had to get you an imported one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ended up paying for an imported card, guys.
Yeah.
Because I have a habit of collecting my old childhood.
And edited a version, because they made an English version of it and then made the card. You know what I mean? So it looks authentic.
But it's not. It's not.
And that's the sad part, is that's probably the closest thing you're going to get to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they only made... It was a limited edition.
Yep.
And it was part of a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
And that was exclusively, I believe, in Japan.
Yep.
So they only made these cards in Japan for their viewers for that movie.
Exactly. Like on top of everything.
Yeah, we never got an exclusive for America that I know of.
Yeah.
Honestly, after speaking about this, I'm gonna look it up to find out.
Yeah, exactly. Never hurts to look into it.
But we did get the Egyptian versions.
Okay, so they
updated.
They updated 10 times Kamehameha.
They did?
Yeah, because it now it uses 2 key blocks instead of 1 now.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. I'm glad they're keeping up with the game and adjusting and balancing it. I'm totally fine with that. You know what I mean? But it's like, it caught me off guard because I was like, oh yeah, I got a key gauge left. I may just use this for why can't I use it on my card?
Now, before we start running out of time, let me do my
before we start running out of time.
Let me start my last bit of the Future Trunks figures.
Right.
Because I think I've already said my I've already said my piece with the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. I think it should have went from Yu-Gi-Oh to
Yeah. You make your
Dungeon Dice. So my thing is, I really feel like they messed up with Trunks with the blue hair. I feel like they also messed up with like how he was acting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, his attitude was off. His power level was thrown out the freaking window. It's like nothing that made the original Trunks, the original Future Trunks, good was there. Nothing.
Completely.
This man is a watered down shell of a character when he had all the potential to be a great iconic character, and he could have been that.
Yeah,
but he wasn't.
No, but here's the funny thing. My biggest gripe was the hair originally. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the gripe with the hair.
You do know, originally how Bulma's hair was supposed to be blue.
Yeah.
And certain parts of the show would make her hair purple.
Even her sister has blue hair. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Or her hair was purple in certain parts of the manga. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to tell which one they wanted originally.
Oh yeah.
But the whole point of Trunks' hair being purple was supposed to be like Bulma.
Oh
like
yeah.
Bulma's hair.
Right.
But to be able to turn Super Saiyan like his father.
Right.
But they messed that up in Z technically because if her hair was blue, then so Trunks' hair should have been blue.
Which is why they
black
did it
and blue
Super.
does not make purple.
No.
You get me?
But is that why they corrected it in Super?
So that's what happened. They corrected it in Super.
Okay. I mean, again.
But
yeah,
okay, if you're gonna correct it in Super, why didn't you do that to Little Trunks?
Yeah, right? Why do they keep letting him walk around with the purple? That's very fucking true, man.
And that's where it turns into a problem with everyone. Because
Right,
you're not
right.
being consistent in any way.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
You can't blame Akira Toriyama because, let's be honest, he has so many series these days.
Oh, yeah.
You can't be mad at him.
For all we know, given his history, it may have been his editors who were like, no, everybody knows the Little Trunks has purple hair, so we're going to keep it like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And then on top of that, I mean, if you really think about it, like, he's forgotten characters before. Like full-blown characters.
Like Broly.
He forgot creating a concept for it. It was really somebody else who created Broly.
Oh.
It was one of the guys who made the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But he drew the initial design.
Yeah.
You get me? So like that, it was consistent
with the characters in the show. Yeah.
So he kind of forgot making Broly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that I can kind of understand because if he was just like, if they were like, all right, just give us a design to work with and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
That I can actually understand.
Yeah. He didn't necessarily come up with him himself.
Yeah. They're like, all right, this is what we want him to look like. This is the third. Just draw that out. And he's like, all right, here you go, enjoy. And then 30 years later, he redesigned him, which was
this is his Broly now.
Yeah, exactly. This is his Broly.
Like this is my character Broly.
Yeah.
I like the idea of bringing in the legendary Super Saiyan, but now I'm gonna tell my version of the story.
Exactly.
Which is why Paragus is still alive and all that stuff.
Do you know who also got revealed in the most recent trailer that nobody noticed? And I don't know if you want to know it or not.
Yeah, you can tell me.
Bardock is in the new Broly movie.
What?
Yep.
How?
We don't know. All we know is there was a little frame where it was either Vegeta or Goku who was looking up on top of an iceberg, and it was Bardock on the top of it.
What?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Those are my 3 favorite movies from Dragon Ball of all
Which
time.
is why I was curious as to whether or not you'd want to know, because as a thing, not knowing it going into the movie.
I would have had a nerd guys in the movie theaters, but I'm still gonna have a nerd.
Hey, yeah, no, of course. Because you have no idea like where it's gonna go or what it's gonna do.
No.
Though knowing you, by the time the movie comes out, you'll probably spoil this for yourself.
How?
I know you.
That's not true. Okay, because
as soon as the wiki gets updated,
that's only when I can't afford to watch the movie.
Or you don't think you're gonna go see the movie and then you go to see it anyways.
No, that's not true. Again, only when I think I can't afford it or I'm not gonna go watch it.
Right?
Do I read? I only do that when I think I'm not gonna
Yeah, when you're not gonna go see it in theaters. I guess.
I know.
It's just like, wait for the DVD, wait for the TV premiere.
See,
like,
I'm not patient like everybody else. I'm really not. Everybody's like,
you heard it here first, guys.
I can wait. I'll wait to watch the movie. Nah, bro, tell me the story now. like what's gonna happen?
Right.
I need to know. You know what I mean?
Speaking of movies, if I can get the tickets, we're gonna go see the My Hero Academia movie next Tuesday.
Oh, that's right.
So if we do end up going to see it, guys, we'll tell you all about it next week for sure.
And it's funny, I'm just starting to catch up. So I have basically 2 days to catch up on the whole series before the movie starts.
Well, actually, I don't know if they'll see it next week because.
Well, by the time you guys see this, we probably would have already watched it.
Yeah, exactly. That in and of itself is true.
Because we record, what is it, a week ahead?
Yeah, we're usually on point for like a week or so. Yeah.
So, you'll next week, or actually in a couple days,
right? Oh joy!
So finish your tangent before we have.
I don't remember anymore.
Well, you
literally sat here and did the last 20 minutes on like 3 different things, and I
told me
lost
to
it.
continue.
I did because I had lost it, and I thought during the last time you were talking about it, I'd get it back, but it's good.
I got you. They made him a bitch. They made him do things that he wasn't supposed to do. Oh, he one of the guys who could have been the greatest Saiyan of all time, and blah 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 blah.
And blah 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 blah. That helps.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't remember. I don't remember where I was going with it or what else I was gonna say about it, but now I'm beating up Frieza.
I'm sorry. I just had to say the Yu-Gi-Oh!
I noticed.
But you also told me to continue. I
didn't know, but you started on the Trunks thing, and then we ended up on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Because again, I just disagree that he was the greatest of all time.
I know that. I'm not saying I'm not saying I agree or disagree with you. What I'm saying is we got to there somehow. We got to there somehow.
It's all your fault.
Yes, thank you.
I blame you.
I blame you too. Let me just finish up Frieza here.
This is the first time.
Oh, joy. But in the meantime, guys, brush that dust off your shoulders. Brush that dust off that beautiful ass subscribe button. If you like what we do here, leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down in the comment section. We'll try to get back to you guys. Don't forget to give that bell a little ring so you always know when our next video goes live. If you really, and I mean really, like what we do here, share us out to your friends. Tell everyone you've ever met and everyone you've never met about what it is we do here, my brother. Say you got stuck in a lobby fighting Frieza on Planet Namek for the 18th time. You've done this mission a few times. And at this point, you're going to try something different. You're going to try diplomacy. You're going to try talking to Frieza and say, hey, Frieza, I need you to subscribe to these bastards, right? How would you tell Frieza?
This time, I'll leave my
Okay. Yeah.
That is true.
What
Your
up,
character
Frieza?
in-game is still New Yorker.
What up, Frieza? And of course, Frieza will be like, who are you?
Who are you? Right, yeah, right. Who is this monkey?
Oh, so you know I'm a Saiyan.
Well,
That's racist.
That's right. I'm sorry, that was not PC. In this universe, we are PC. The rewrite for
Did Frieza just
PC.
call me a monkey? You bastard.
You bastard.
I'm calling HR.
I'm calling HR! Yes! These are my terms. Either he subscribes to the Dust Buddies or I am suing. I will not deal with this racist nonsense anymore. I have lived too long and too hard to do all this.
That's right. How dare you mock a Saiyan?
In this day and age, I am a dying race, and he had the audacity to call me a monkey. Now make him subscribe or I'm suing. That's how you get.
And I want you to donate too.
And I want you to donate too, young.
Sign on to my Patreon.
Which, speaking of, guys, if you really love what we do here, drop a tip on our Patreon. Remember, there are 2 tiers. The first tier is a tip jar. The second tier gets your name in the credits in this beautiful scrolling majesty that we're going to put together. But we'll see you guys and Frieza in court in the next episode.
Bye, bitches.